My name is Victoria Schumacher. I am 20 years old and I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I currently reside in Cincinnati though because I am here for school at Xavier University. So both sides of my family have very deep German roots. The majority of my mom's side came here at about the same time between 1860 and 1885. And they all kind of ended up in the same two areas, in Marshfield, Wisconsin, which is a little bit further up north towards Minnesota, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wisconsin has a lot of rural areas, so it was not uncommon for farming to be like the main industry. So, like I said, a lot of my family just ended up being farmers or working odd jobs, things like that. My dad's side of the family has actually been here a little bit longer. Several of my relatives fought in the Revolutionary War on the side of the colonists, despite having come to America only 3 years prior to the start of the war from England, which is just kind of interesting to think about. And my great-grandma on my dad's side, she actually came here very recently. She died when I was about 5 years old, so I actually got to know her, and she came to America from Germany when she was 4 years old. So that's a relatively recent immigration, which is interesting to think about because I usually think about my family as having been here for a very long time and not only 2 generations away. A lot of my relatives fought in whatever war or wars were going on at the time. Actually, all 4 of my great-grandfathers received Purple Hearts for being injured during the war. My 2 grandparents on my dad's side, we actually still have their Purple Hearts. They're very prominently displayed at my grandma's house, just because that's a really big source of pride for my family, I think. And on my mom's side, the Purple Hearts were actually buried with my great-grandparents, which is also really cool that they got to take that kind of piece of their life with them. Another relative that I think was really cool and like looked up to is my great-great-grandma. Her name is Edith, and she was actually the first woman on both sides of my family to complete high school. And just those values that she held for her education, she kind of gave those on to her kids, and all 7 of her kids actually completed high school. And so that's kind of the same legacy that I want to leave, just making sure that I'm making some form of a difference, even if it's just in my own family, just living a loving and caring life and instilling the same values that I hold very near and dear to my heart onto my own family.